My dear friends, of late I have taken a great interest in the ill-fated Carlisle expedition of 1919. I have traveled the world to places as far-flung as Shanghai, unraveling the threads of this great mystery along the way. I believe that I have made an astonishing, and to be quite truthful, disturbing discovery. I am returning to New York and wish to present to all of you my findings. I would like us to meet at the Hotel Chelsea in New York on January 15th at 6:30 p.m. I know it has been a great deal of time since I have spoken to most of you, and I apologize for that. Regardless, it will be nice to see all of you again and to catch up. I should have the final draft completed by the time my ship docks in New York Harbor. I eagerly await your reply and look forward to seeing you all. Sincerely, Jackson Elias.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the 10th session of 1001 Masks. I think we're going to be missing Nadia today, unfortunately, but that's really all the news we have to share. Otherwise, I think DM just kick us off with where we're at.
All right. Hello, I am Magic Man, your illustrious host. Last we left off, you guys were in Egypt, and you met with Dr. Ali Kapoor, who gave you a massive expedition dump about the Dark Pharaoh and his cult, and how it's still active. You found a shop of Faraj Najjar, a person who peddled Egyptian antiquities, whose face was badly burned in a freak fire accident. He asked for your protection because he fears of being assassinated, and you found some spy walking him down the streets, and Chris pursued him down the streets in an invisible cat, in a cat form and invisible. Does it pass without trace, correct?
I used my racial ability to turn invisible so people could see me turn into a cat in the shadows, and then I followed him as a cat.
Wait, so you have a racial ability? What is that? Like, what the heck?
It's like a 6 second. It's like a 1 action visibility for furbolgs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, like the hobgoblin thing I have, where as long as I have friends near me, I can say "fuck you, DM" and add a +5. So he's got the same thing, but his is more balanced.
All right, that is fair. So now we're going to leave off with Chris. We're going to start off with Chris. So Chris, you're walking down the streets, and sorry, how are you walking down the streets? Are you just like following the spy normally, or no?
Yeah, I mean, as a cat, I'm just doing my best to kind of stay in visual.
Are you going to do a stealth check or no?
Yeah, I mean, a stealth check probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Activate cat stealth.
I mean, honestly, it depends on how common druidic magic is in this world. Would everyone just
relatively common, and also there's a lot of cats in Egypt. Like, there's a lot of cats in the streets.
There's 30 other druids hanging around.
And does that give me advantage?
I would say no. I wouldn't say no. Just roll normally.
Well, then I may have only rolled an 11 for that.
Okay, so basically this guy sees you, but he doesn't have magic, so he can't really detect your wild shape, so he just assumes you're just a normal cat. So he does see you, but he just thinks you're a normal cat. So he continues on running, and basically he's just doing a light jog because he ran away from Lurkin, because Lurkin intimidated him.
He intimidates everybody.
Yes.
That's what to do.
So are you going to, alright, so you find him.
I'm going to follow him all the way to wherever he ends.
All right, so are you gonna just walk down the road? Anything special, or you just want to walk? Are you just gonna walk normally?
I'm just gonna tail him as a cat, kind of stick to the shadows, duck behind, like carts and little shit on the side of the road where and when I can. And
all right, so you find the cultist, and he goes into a back alley, and he sees 2 other cultists, or like under fellow associates. You don't know exactly what they look like. They're hooded. They're roughly around human proportions, but for the most part, they are. You see them. And mainly, you see the cultist that was you were following, and he's like panting, like, "Oh God, guys, this is bad." And the other cultists are like, "What's wrong?" He says, someone was watching over Najar's when I was spying on him. And then the other cultist knocks him on the head. He's like, "You idiot! You should have been more stealthier." And he's like, "Well, I normally follow Najar. He generally doesn't have people. He had I think a hobgoblin. I don't know why he was wearing all that thick fur, thick clothes and stuff here. I don't know how he's not hot."
Hey guys, I hate to do this last minute, but I gotta bounce.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm real sorry.
It's fine.
I hope everything goes
For
well.
running Vladicon magic, just assume he's going to use his technical to just spray and pray until the enemy's dead.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
I hate to do this, everyone, but have a good night. Hope
It's fine. It's understandable, man. All right.
Have a good one.
All right. So it's just the three of you guys. Anyway.
White Castle strikes again.
Well, yeah. Well, I think it's struck for Daphne or something. I don't know. Anyways. Anyways, she's like, all right. It doesn't matter. Najar's doesn't. We must be careful about these people. You found the artifact that our master seeks. He says, "Really? We found the artifact already?" Yes. And the other cultist is like, "Yes, we have. It's located in that mosque. That journalist guy. What was he again? And then he's like, I think it was Elias. Yeah, it was Elias who's staying at. We found the artifact. So our master will have the 3 artifacts, and with them we can bring back the priestess of the Black Pharaoh."
Oh, geez, that sounds great.
So yeah, Chris, you basically are hearing all of this. You don't know exact details. You know that there's artifact. The cult wants the artifact in the mosque, and then that Elias stayed at this mosque. Mainly, you hear the word Ibn Talin Mosque. So what do you react? You want to fight? Do you want to retreat?
I am probably going to beat a stealthy retreat back towards.
Roll for stealth check.
Let's do this.
Can't help but
perfect. That is going to be. Well, the last one was 11. So that makes this a 9.
All right, you fail, and you see the cult. All right, so the cultist sees you actually, and he's like, He's like, "Well, cat." Yeah, basically the cat is like, The cultist. Sorry, again, got to roll for this. All right, so mainly the cultist is like, "Hey, cat, you want some sardines?" So basically, the cultist gives the cat some sardines, and he's giving you some sardines, Chris.
Then I'm gonna do my best to play the part and eat what are hopefully not poisoned sardines.
All right, so you eat the sardines, and are you trying to act like a cat?
I'm trying to act like a cat long enough to make my escape from them at this point.
All right, so you roll me a performance check.
Perfect. This will be even better, I'm sure.
Remember, you got to act like you don't want it, but you really want it. You got to act like you're important and above it all, but you really just want the sardines.
Well, the bad news is my performance is a +1. The good news is I rolled an 18.
All right, you succeed and successfully eat the sardines. They're actually normal sardines. They don't hurt you or anything.
Woohoo!
So the cultists just let you on your way, which is a little surprising, and they're cultists, but even they have standards when it comes to cats.
Yeah, everybody likes cats, even crazy, dark-hearted cultists.
All right, so Lurkin and Mando, what are you guys doing at this time?
Well, Well, I hope Otto was able to find him. We didn't really have anything planned for past this point, did we?
Not really. I was going to come back in about a minute. So you have something to do. You just want me to Otto to come back, then you can.
Not really. Just
I was thinking we could probably walk the man back to his place.
Yeah, you can do that. You can walk Najar back. So
yeah.
You guys just want to walk normally, stealthily? How do you want to escort him?
What kind of escort do you want to hire him?
Ooh.
Do you want to be stealthy? Class. Do you want to try to run off the rooftops or something?
High class, put cigarettes out on him and stuff.
I did not agree to that.
It's all consensual. Everything's in the contract.
I will be stealthy. All
right, so you want Najar to be stealthy as well. I will roll for him.
Yeah, we can put a bunch of clothing on over top of him as well, because as I believe now
you have any clothes on your inventory. I'm sorry, but you have to have it in your inventory.
I rolled a 15 for stealth.
All right,
stealth time. I've got stealth skills for days. For days.
All right,
Days
the
and
jar
days
got a
of
15,
stealth.
so he succeeded too.
That is a 17, and let me tell you, the dice did all the heavy lifting on that one.
All right, so you guys successfully stealth, and you go through the back alleys, and Najar knows a few shortcuts, and he gets home. He's like, "Thank you so much for protecting my life and stuff. I thank you very much." And he decides to give you guys a reward. He gives you 20 gold to split amongst yourselves.
Thank you. That's very unexpected.
I'm sorry, it's not much. I didn't have a lot. My insurance policy for my antique shop was not that good, so I really had to spend a lot of personal funds for that.
Oh, it's very
understandable.
appreciated.
This is why you don't cheap. Yeah, now I learned why you don't cheap out on insurance.
Yes.
Insurance is still a scam anyway, in my opinion.
Wah.
Well, I work in insurance, so.
Oh no.
And I have
So,
worked
I mean-
insurance adjacent.
Well, I work as like an accountant, but anyways, that's not the point. All right. Anyways, but still, thank you so much. And Najar basically closes. You hear him close his door and like place several locks on, and then Otto shows up in his cat form.
All right, boys, why don't we head back to the
Kitty.
the hideout? I don't believe that is an actual cat. I think that's Otto. That looks.
No, I remember Otto being more well-read.
I don't care how. I don't care if the cat is a spy, and we will kill. The wog will kill him anyway. Let us return to the hideout before something else happens, or some.
If this was a
cultist
goofier
just-
campaign, I would climb on your shoulders and then change back.
I mean, technically, you can do that. Honestly. I do allow that.
My
I mean,
strength score is 0. I have a 0 for strength, so I would not recommend that.
Well,
Reason of
technically,
crippling.
Goofy. So I mean, I'm just saying, you can be goofy. So, anyways,
Shape-shifting cat.
I mean, the whole White Castle
Yep.
thing was a goofy scene, but that's not the point.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So,
I don't think
anyways,
anyone
you
was
guys
ready
go
for
back to
that.
the bunker.
Love
So mainly,
animations.
Daphne's been doing some stuff. Doing some business, arranging transportation. If you guys need to get to the Giza dig site, Nadia is, she's just kind of like in her
Sleeping
room.
it off.
Yeah, she's just mostly doing a drug binge sesh.
Oh, no.
And then Shadow is just doing some criminal contact stuff, really. So it's just
As
two
he does.
guys. So you guys
Is
are
Vlog,
sitting in.
is the Vloggy here with us? Or...
Yes, Vlog is with you. I don't know. I don't know if you should bring him because what happens if he dies though, and then Shadow's gonna get like no.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just saying he
no.
might get really upset. So I mean, you could bring him honestly.
Definitely.
I'd leave him.
It's up to you guys. I mean, you use a stat block of a warg, and you also get a machine gun, so you can like use Vloggy if you want. Does anyone have?
I think what we should do while Vlad is off doing who knows what. Why don't we take the machine gun off Lucky and have him walk with us? I believe that would make it less likely that someone would what is the word cause trouble for us.
Kind of
Okay.
But-
Who's gonna take the machine gun though? It's a two-handed
Kind-
weapon.
sit there and smile through my teeth like, do you know how to talk to that thing? Like,
Yeah. Does anyone speak? Does anyone have like animal French bonding or like that spell? I know just spell for animal handling. Or,
I
like,
work in a bookstore.
I have some animal
You're a
handling.
druid. How do you? You should know animals. Like, my
Let
God.
me see what languages I have.
Mostly
Common and
bookworms.
deep speech.
I'm a thinky
So
druid.
that is probably not the same.
No, it's not gonna cut it. I mean, you can try to tame Blocky. Like Blocky does understand human language. Like he does understand like English and stuff, like common. But the problem is that you're gonna have to roll a handling check.
oh man, can you imagine what the leash laws are like here?
This is true. All right, we shall leave the overgrown fur carpet.
Besides, it makes us less of a target. When we're walking around, it just means not going to be going, hey, other cultists, did you see those people walking around with that giant fucking warg?
This is
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
true.
this is true. And it's the simple fact that I still don't understand why Vlakin or the Ukrainian wanted me to make a machine gun for him because the mount.
You successfully did that actually last session.
I did. Yes. I still don't understand why he wanted a machine gun mount for his warg. It to
Because he's too
me
fast
seems a
and
little
furious.
impractical.
Also, anyways, so Otto, give your information dump you learned from the cultists. in your
Yeah,
ca- in your
absolutely.
capsule.
That was actually gonna be the next thing I was about to bring up. I was going to say to the group there that I did follow that gentleman back to some contacts for as far as I, felt comfortable. I'm a little full at the moment. Aside from that, they did mention something about finding what sounded like the last of 3 artifacts at Ibn Tulun Mosque. And I guess it's somewhere where Elias was set up at some point. So, like, we got a heck of a lead to go on here.
Can I do a religions check to see if I know who that deity is or whatever?
What deity? The Black Pharaoh?
Mosque?
I'm
Yeah.
assuming Ibn
Oh, right. And
Tulun
I
is
forgot. I
someone.
actually didn't write that part
Well, yeah,
down.
actually, you can roll for it. Yeah.
A 22.
All right. So you remember from last session that the Black Pharaoh was an ancient entity that came from the dreadful city of Iram around like the time of the third dynasty of Egypt, and he usurped the dynasty. But then he got defeated by the fourth dynasty, and his body was placed within the Bend Pyramid, which is like basically kind of a more rectangular pyramid. No one's found it.
Okay,
yet.
I wasn't here for that session. That's what
Okay,
I
good.
was like, who is this guy?
Also,
okay.
Also, the Black Pharaoh goes by many names. Also goes by the name of Nyarlathotep. So you don't know. That's all you really can gather. You're not much of a religious person, but you know the Black Pharaoh is an evil dude, and you also know that location.
Evil. Sorry, anybody else?
Yes,
That
is the correct connotation. So you guys have some options. 1, you can go to the mosque. 2, you can go try to find Warren Bassart. Or 3, you can go to the Bend Pyramid and see the Clive expedition.
Huh. Well,
I think we should probably go to the expedition under the guise of we just are tourists wanting to take a look at the expedition. I think that is probably the safest option, especially with 2 of our friends, 3 of our friends, my apologies, are incapacitated.
oh, they're currently off doing things. Well, I would like to keep that item out of the hands of such nefarious individuals. Yeah.
Well, I guess my counterpoint here would be, while it sounded like they may have already found the artifact that they're looking for at that mosque, it could be clear because they might not be there, or there could be details they overlooked that could be helpful for us.
You make valid points. I think that is a good idea.
All right. Then I think we should try and, Mr. Magic Man, we're going to go try and find the Ibn Tulun Mosque.
All right. So you guys go to it's in the city, so that's the good news. However, there's like 100 and something mosques, so you guys got to roll me a survival check to try to find it.
Oh, no. I've survived things before. I survived the Great War.
Rolled a 7.
Yeah, you don't know where the hell it is, Mando. You have no idea.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm from Germany. I don't understand these Egyptian roads. They're all over the place.
Uh-oh.
What'd you
We
get?
have a dirty 24.
Ooh.
All right. So, Chris. Hang on, I get it. Okay.
Get him.
And I just got it. All right, got it. Anyways, so Chris.
Yes.
You are able to navigate your way through the streets of Cairo. As Nadia has given you a lot of lecture points on how to navigate the streets during her drug binges. So, because for some reason, Nadia is one of those weird people who has drug binges and mainly is actually somewhat coherent to a degree. It's kind of surprising.
She has resilience to
and
drugs
also
now.
she's kind of like a music star. When they go on drugs, they're so inspirational. Anyways,
coked up.
So you guys,
I just turn to the group and say, in between night terrors and lighting up, Layla, let me know how to get there.
Yeah, so you guys navigate your way. You go to the mosque. The mosque is located in the poor district as well. And you guys do see the mosque. It's a very ornate looking mosque. And it's very old, around you assume it's Otto, since you're a whole historian, it seems to be very early, kind of late medieval or period construction. Very fancy. You do see a bunch of guards outside, and you see them seeing people and stuff.
Okay.
So
Would,
You have to get
would
through
I do
security.
Does a 16 in history tell
history?
me anything else?
You know, the mosque's been around for a while.
Sorry. We're good. Keep going.
What you got?
How about a 20 in history, huh? Huh?
Oh yeah. So basically, Tesla also Daphne's character's giving you camels because basically, and then get camels you're sending over so you guys can get to the Giza place. Anyways, so what do you guys want to do for the mosque? Like, you have to get through the security.
That is totally not going to be an issue for me. Does this appear to be like standard security, or does this appear to be like culty security?
No, standard security with guards. Like, amazing you do see that these people are like legitimate guards for like, the temple. They're armed with like long swords. They seem very like grizzled.
Who seems to be making it through the checkpoint? Is it locals, the well-to-do?
Well, it's kind of a mix. You got like well-to-do people, but you also have like poor people who are like asking for like medical health care. Really, because this is the poor district. Like, the poverty is pretty bad. Like.
So would it seem like I assume the mosque is definitely a religious, a holy place.
Yes.
Does it look like they are accepting pilgrims? Like, say someone is here on a pilgrimage, would they?
Yes,
do they allow them in?
I mean, you're gonna have to
like that.
Would your character like? Are you gonna like?
It might even be a pillar of their belief system.
Well, I was gonna try and do another religion check or an investigation check or something to basically understand what a pilgrimage to this particular site would mean and say how to say the right
thing. Yeah, you can do that.
thing.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Ooh, efficient German pilgrimages.
That was an 18.
All right, so you understand that mainly people come to there are many mosques, but people come to the Ibn Talin mosque because they're pretty like they're relatively accepting of people, and they'll take they're pretty case as to why you should come in. They will accept you, and generally they've done they take a lot of money from like the more wealthy people of Egypt and around the world, and they use that to help like the downtrodden. Also, people who make the Hajj to Mecca also stop here for like a pit stop. Because it's relatively, good start. I mean, other mosques do this too, but the Ibn Talin Mosque is a little bit better on that service for like pilgrims. So it's kind of like a rest stop part, like healthcare center, besides religion.
Gotcha. So because I have a -1 in charisma, I'm gonna go to which one of you has the higher charisma and basically say,
guys, I know you want to like metagame this a bit, but like you shouldn't be just because you have bad stats doesn't mean like you don't have to do those things if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna put some sort of handkerchief over my head like a proper Muslim would, and I'm going to walk up to the gods and in trying to downplay my German accent a little bit. Excuse me. Me and my compatriots are here on a pilgrimage to this wonderful site, and we were hoping that we could stop in for a moment of rest.
You gotta roll me a deception. Just deception. Yeah, you are lying through your mouth.
I'm immediately going to like wave there and in perfect German say, "Hallo, sein Country ist sehr schwer beautiful." Like, say, "Excuse me, I love your beautiful country," in perfect German.
The guard's a little confused, and also he's a little suspicious around Athena because she doesn't really seem like the whole, So, Athena, what's your character wearing exactly? Like Mando.
Basically, the standard Egyptian garb, what we got when we came in, and I've got a burqa more or less on my head.
All right, so you look the part. Okay, so you got to roll me a deception check.
That -1. That is a 14.
All right, he's like, Okay. Yeah, your friends look. Yeah, I'll be right back, and I'll get that. All right, ma'am. I'll be with you, and I'll get the room settled. It's a bit tight. It's not. Unfortunately, this is not during. Unfortunately, you guys came right after pilgrim season, so because we normally in the springtime we get like a lot. This is early spring, and like the mosque fills up. So currently they're pretty vacant. So he's like, all right, I'll get the rooms ready. He's a little confused why Lurkin and Otto are there because they don't really look Islamic, but he accepts them anyway. He's like, okay, I'll get the reservation down. But Mando gives us such a convincing argument and is able to hide her Germanness that the guard buys it. So he's going to come back.
I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, you pulled a cultural appropriation here. No, I'm fine with it. I'm just saying, like, you love Al. Anyways, so the guard does come back. He's like, all right, I'll show you your rooms. Remember, we got 3 meals. And if you want anything else besides the basics, you're going to have to buy it from outside. Because, it's a mosque, really. You're not. Also, no alcohol is allowed on premise.
Oh, I make a show of taking out my my flask and dumping it on the ground.
Thank you, sir, for doing that. All right, yeah, we've had a lot of. For some reason, we have a decent amount of intoxicated pilgrims are a bit of a problem. Usually, a little bit of smacking them with the ruler kind of helps them get.
When one has such gracious hosts, one must strive to be a gracious guest.
Yeah, the guard's really confused by Lurkin's German accent. I mean, it's not
we've lived in Germany for the last few years, so that's what he's about.
You could say I've left parts of myself all over Germany.
The guard's a little confused, but he just goes back to work. So you guys got your simple beds. They're very simple. It's not really anything fancy. They are comfortable though, but that's about it. It's like the bare minimum. So you guys are in the mosque now. What do you want to do? You got to find that artifact, but you also got to be careful about not upsetting the guards.
Can't just pull a Last Crusade here and start bashing open the floor.
No, you can't. No, they're gonna arrest. They're gonna kick your ass out for that.
They're not gonna be happy with that.
I mean, if you had Nadia, you could have maybe she could pull a few contacts, but she's not here at the moment. So you guys got to do this on hardcore.
All right, perfect. Hard mode it is.
This is fine. Okay. So we're just in the basic room right now.
Yeah, just in the basic room.
Right?
Yeah, basically you're in one of the rooms. You hear the bustling of people, of attendance and whatnot.
So guys, how about we just walk around, see what we see, and regroup here. And if we find anything interesting, we can make a plan. But I think it's good to get your layout first.
Let us perceptigate and regroup.
All right, everyone, roll perception checks.
Perception. Wait a minute.
Oh, 20, let's go!
You got a nat 20?
Yeah.
In fairness, I didn't roll a nat 20, but I did roll a 29.
I'll have you know that I rolled a 13, So
Lurkin, you basically see people go about their way, and you also do see this really old man. He seems to be using this one longsword as like a cane of sorts. You see him kind of monitor him. He's sort of like sunbathing a bit, and you see him sort of like this trance-like state. He's just simply just meditating. He has some really snazzy looking like curved longsword, so that looks cool. So Otto and Athena, after you spend several hours, you do seem to notice a shift that you do see guards going into it seems to be going into a downstairs compartment, and you realize there seems to be a rotation between the basement, those guards coming out of the basement into the basement. The basement room's like in the corner, like in some storage room. So you realize that you've kind of assumed that might be where the artifact is being kept. Though you do know that there's 24/7 guards, so that is going to be a problem how to get the artifact.
All right. Well, we have potentially an idea of where we want to get to.
Yes, every hour the guards rotate between upstairs and downstairs, so you definitely know that.
Are there any animals allowed inside the mosque?
As long as they don't kill people, it's fine. And also as long as they're potty trained as well.
Oh, that rules out Lucky. The killing, not the potty trained.
Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do exactly? Do you want to there's many ways you can go about this.
Well, I'm going to start by looking through my spell list. Haha. How about that? I'm going to start by maybe recommending. I hate doing the changing shape thing, but I could become. I
Say
can go
again?
do a little bit more I can become very small and do a little bit more investigating. I do so hate the shape changing.
Why do you hate shape changing? You're a druid.
I
But
know,
you
but
make
I just
such-
decided it was a character thing.
You make such a good cat.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think I'm
thinking,
gonna have to go smaller for
so-
this one.
Yeah, so also I think the best creature that would help us in this situation would be a snake. They are native to the area. I probably would not be out of the realm of possibilities that that a snake would get into the temple.
But a snake
Okay,
might
well,
be
how about
responded
this?
to.
Yeah, I have. If people start getting excited, just I'll meet you a couple blocks away from here.
Or a spider.
And
You could do a
That's
spider.
exactly what I was gonna do, and then I turned into a spider.
Okay, you're into a spider. What kind of spider?
Something the smallest spider I can turn into that's also going to kind of blend into the coloration of the building.
Yeah, so basically you turn into a desert spider.
A sand
There you go.
spider.
And I'm gonna make my way downtown.
Would you like
towards where
me? Would you like me to catapult you over to the door? Because I can do that. That's a spell I have. I can like catapult you.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Are you afraid that I'm going to shoot you?
Yes.
Yes,
I
What an adorable little
Besides,
Alright.
I'm a spider already. I'm just walking away from you.
So, anyways, you guys, so you are able to get through the cracks automatically because you're a spider, and you go down the stairs. All right, Lurkin and Mando, what are you guys doing?
Well,
So,
after you.
what I was going to do is I was going to get a small little either metal or rock item, and I am gonna cast I can make message like on something, like that's one of my things, right? Like,
Yes, you are with message range.
yeah. So just have imbue things with like message, so that's way, in case we get separated, we can still communicate. Just in case. Is it called? It's like what do you call walkie-talkies?
Walkie-talkies. Oh, wireless, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's in a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brave new world. I'll use it. Heck
Very good.
yeah.
Anyways,
Right.
so Lurkin, you want to do anything or not really?
Let's see. Try to get a feel for what the rest of this temple is about. Like, is it look like they're pilgrims coming in, but obviously local, disenfranchised,
Yes.
or sick and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
or sick and stuff and whatnot.
You know what? I'll ask the imams if they would like a hand, a little show of interfaith solidarity.
All right, roll me a persuasion check.
I am persuasive. I've persuaded things for years at this point. That is a 21, and let me tell you how much of the dice did the heavy lifting on that.
All
It
right,
would
so you have a
terrify you.
successful and constructive argument of why you should help and that you're an actual cleric, and you do a little magic trick, and the imams are like, okay. So they give you one patient, and the patient is... All right, so you can heal like one patient, try to heal a patient. They're not going to give you like a patient that's already like just recovering because they don't really quite trust you yet.
I got the medicine skill. I can try to figure out what it is, drop a Lester Resto, cure wounds if that's what's needed.
So mainly you find a patient. The patient is basically recovering from basically cholera. Actually, cholera because
Cholera. Oh wow, that's something. So he just
fortunately
needs.
they're surviving, but their body's busted up pretty bad.
Yeah, toss a Lester Resto because trying to recover from losing all that water and salt, I mean,
you can do a medicine check. Like you don't have to use magic.
Oh, yeah.
It's your choice.
I'll do a medicine check. That is a 17.
All right. How do you heal this or help this person recover better?
Well, cholera, from what I remember, cholera is basically all the nutrients, your sugars, your salts leave your body by the most expedient methods through the nearest, closest exit. And
Yeah,
it is horrifying.
Castle, like Mando and White Castle.
Oh, exactly. Weaponized.
I'm sorry. I had
I'll
to make
never live
joke,
that
Mando.
down.
I'm sorry.
But you
Yeah,
survived.
My character.
Yup.
You survived White Castle. Honestly,
my
the treatment for cholera would probably involve plenty of bed rest, lots of liquids with
you
trying.
You don't really pump, but you basically constantly kind of like the person's so sick they can't move, so you constantly give them like several large ass glasses of water.
So, some with salt, some with a slight sugar solution in it.
It's like that. So it's relatively easy, but the patient is like a lot happier about this.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Because they feel better. All right. Also, Otto, make sure to talk about the about the 1001 Masks fan server. But anyways, all right.
We got a fan server.
I'll have to make a banner for that.
Yeah, you gotta make a banner for that. Anyways, and also in the link. Anyways,
We still have this
Otto,
one.
watch your thighs.
Wah.
Yeah, it's weird. All right. Anyways, Otto, it's back to you. You're crawling down the shaft, and you see the guards shifting, and you are walking. Mm-hmm. You're in the basement. It's a few feet down, and it's really cool. And you see a group of about 3 guards with long swords, and they seem to be watching over. You see this kind of like reliquary of sorts, and you see what appears to be some sort of a girdle. It seems to be of ancient Egyptian design. It looks very snazzy. You know what a girdle is, right?
Will it fit me?
Yes, it will fit, actually. But it's surrounded by guards, so you're going to have to deal with the guards, though.
Okay.
And the girdle is very ornate, has very Egyptian carvings. It looks very snazzy, like something an upper class, like ancient Egyptian woman would wear.
Ooh.
Like this, so it's Gucci levels of style and fashion.
Safe thing or the fun thing? Safe thing or the fun thing?
How about the thing that?
Okay, how far away are all of these guards?
I'm
assuming they're standing in a triangle around it.
Yeah, they're like a triangle around it. They're all 5 feet apart, including from the reliquary.
Are any of them actually looking at the reliquary, or are they all looking like out and away from it?
They're kind of switching back and forth to make sure like nothing goes against it,
Okay, no, perfect. So I'm gonna do the fun thing. I'm gonna try and roll up as a spider. I'm gonna get as close to where I can, where that reliquary. I kind of want to watch him for a second to see if I can like figure out the cadence of like when's going to be a good time to pull a shenanigan when nobody's looking at it. I'm opting for the height of shenaniganery here.
Also, how are you gonna escape with the girdle though? That's the issue. Because mainly
no. Believe me, I got that all. I have that all thought out.
He's got the escape plan.
So I'll tell you right now. My plan is to, when they're not looking, I'm going to change back out of a spider. Use my daily racial ability to turn invisible. I'm going to grab the girdle, and then I'm going to wild shape again, which will take the item with me back into a spider and make my way out.
Oh, that's nice.
Shit?
All right.
I'm sorry, but wow. Otto is.
Why
You
not?
want me to roll for the grab?
So you want to grab it? All right. Yeah, you can roll to grab. All right. So
is this how Otto actually funds his bookshop? And he's never told anyone he's actually Thomas Crown.
I've known.
Anyways, all right. So Otto.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you gonna wait for the guard shift, or are you gonna do it right here, right now?
I'll wait for a guard shift. That's
all right. So another hour passes,
for
and the
2.5
guard shift
hours.
does occur actually.
Perfect. Then I am going to. By the way, as a spider, I guess I want to answer this real quick. Did I see any rats in this?
Roll perception.
How does a 26 do?
Holy moly!
My perception is 11.
The mosque is one
26.
continuous rat.
There's no rats actually, thank God.
Okay.
So you're not gonna get eaten. Anyways, so the guard shift
perfect.
happens.
Ah.
Now it's your turn. You gotta steal the girdle.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go through that whole course of actions. I'm going to try to silently change out of I'm gonna anamorph out of a spider back into an auto.
Okay.
I'm going to, as soon as possible, use my 6 seconds of invisibility, grab the girdle, change back into a spider, and
How are you gonna carry the girdle? It's like a normal girdle. It's not gonna like convert.
when one of the reasons I asked if I could wear it is when you wild shape, you choose whether your equipment falls to the ground in your space, is worn by your new form, or it merges into your new form.
Okay. So
I'm planning to merge it.
Wow.
all right, that's pretty good. Okay, hang on, I'll roll something. All right. So Otto, as you basically get the girdle, everything seems to be going well for yourself. However, you are terrified. You hear a massive roar noise, and a massive thump noise starts from the brick wall and right from the behind you. You hear the brick thumping noise get louder and progressively louder, and you see the brick walls starting to give way.
Oh, am I a spider already?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, as soon as I don't care what I heard. As soon as I grabbed this girdle, as hear things get loud, I'll be a couple blocks away. As soon as I turned into a spider, my ass was getting out of there.
All right. So
Uh-oh.
the wall breaks as you see a giant black eel creature with bat wings show up, and the creature roars, and mainly it's making a beeline towards you, Otto, because you realize this creature might have magical detection or something, and you also see one sorcerer dude also there, and mainly the sorcerer points to you, Otto. He says, "Get the girdle," and basically the black eel bat creature is chasing you. Now it is a large sized creature, so it won't fit through the door. But now it comes to a desperate race between you and the eel creature.
Oh, extra desperate.
Great.
Whoops.
This sounds awesome. So as a spider, I can only dash at 40 feet a turn.
Yeah. Also, you're gonna have to make an athletics check. So.
Run!
Oh, hold on. You know what? I remembered the movement speed for spider. Let me pull up what the spider's athletics check will be.
Parkour! Use your parkour!
Hold on here. One click away.
Pull that Tobey Maguire stuff. Just like shoot webs and stuff.
That's awesome. I got a 19.
Unfortunately, the bat creature thing got a 25. So.
Duh. The dice couldn't hold out forever.
The bat creature it does catch up to you, and it does actually grapple you with its tail, because it's not trying to kill you. It just wants to wrap you up with your tail. So you got to roll concentration for wild shape.
Do you have to roll concentration for wild shape?
I don't know.
No, I lose my wild shape when I take damage.
So anyway,
well, when I take damage, once I lose all of the health.
You see a huge commotion going on, and you're watching the guards come in, rushing into the room. And anyways, do you want to follow the guards because they left the door open in their haste?
Yeah, I'm assuming it sounds like someone drove a subway train through the lower floor.
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna run down looking all concerned, like, "Oh my lord, what a crazy madhap non-shenanigan has happened down here."
All right,
I'm gonna go as well because oh dear.
Yes, they brought the horror, like how they brought the cave troll.
Oh no!
Anyways, so you guys see Otto's character in his spider form, kind of screaming in pain as the horror is slowly suffocating him with his giant tail, and you see the guards and terrified, and you see the one sorcerer. Anyways, now it is time to roll initiative.
Initiative. My favorite roll of the game. That would be a massive and very important 11. I have rolled.
I'll
19.
meet your 11 with a 9.
Oh, how dare you, sir?
Oh dear, why am I going first? I should never go first.
Too late. All right, Mando, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. Okay. Let me take a look.
Yeah, also I posted the picture of the monster in the character art and
Oh,
Discord.
It is. Yeah, that's. Oh, that's some oogly
Oh,
boogly
dear.
stuff right there.
Oh dear. Let's see. Uh,
Looks like. Ugh.
okay, I'm going to bonus action summon Eldritch Cannon, Force Ballista.
Okay.
And place it someplace or basically I'm gonna place it to where it can hit anybody that I choose. And I'm gonna fire at the creature.
All right, roll to hit.
Better yet, roll to not hit me.
That would be ideal.
Okay, that is a 10 to hit.
You miss. The shot goes into the wall.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be hell to pay with the architecture of this place. We'll blame it on the beastie.
All right.
Okay, so that was a bonus action.
Oh.
So I am also going to fire a firebolt.
All right, roll to hit.
Firebolt.
That is a 19.
That does hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, yeah.
18.
All right, you do 18 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna maneuver myself in such a way to where Otto can get a flanking bonus if need be.
All right.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's
All
it.
right, so next one, Otto. It's you're still wrapped by the tentacle and stuff. So
I rolled a 9, but Lurkin should be going before me.
Oh, Lurkin, it's your turn.
11. Okay. 11. All right, I will. Let's see. What do I got? I have something big and important on the deck, and not totally, utterly pulled from beneath my sleeve, which is I am going to guiding bolt this guy.
Roll to hit.
Guiding bolt. Bolt of guiding. That is a bunch. Oh, wow. That's actually, I rolled a 19.
That does hit.
Nice.
I have to do math now. It's a 27.
What level are you casting guiding bolt? Like, what level are you casting it?
Oh, it's level uno currently. It's only 4 dice 6.
Just next time, just make sure to say what spell level you're casting.
Oh yeah. I'm casting it. I'm not upcasting it. Just doing the 4 dice 6 radiant, but we'll give advantage to the next person who decides that they don't fancy it. All right. So that would be dice go. Oh, that's not a bad. That's not a bad dice array for 4 dice 6. That's 7 and 11. That's 18.
All right, you do 18 points of damage, but also you get double damage.
Oh, that's right. Radiance. Oh, that's 1 first level spell down from me.
All right, so do 18.
Roll marker. And let's see, bonus. No, we're gonna keep that in the pocket, and we'll keep the reaction. All right, yeah, that's that's it for me for now.
All right, so Lurkin, you shoot the bolt of radiant energy. It hits it in the side. The hunting horse screams in pain, and you realize that this thing is actually vulnerable to radiant magic. Like its body is severely harmed by it. So it does double damage against it. Also, you gotta roll concentration to maintain its hold over Chris. And it failed. It got it. It got 10, so it's still. So you failed the strength check. So now, Otto, you are free.
I got you, Otto.
So am I still a spider? Like, it never did me any damage?
No, it didn't do any damage. It was going.
Spider,
if
Otto.
it succeeded the strength check, it would have strangled you and deal damage. But you're still afraid.
Woohoo! No, that's great. Fear in a spider form is all I need to get the hell out of here.
All right. So what are you doing? Are you gonna run away? Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, no, I'm dashing my ass out of here as a spider. I'm 40 feet away from where I just was.
Okay.
He's performing a retrograde advance.
If I stay with the item, they're gonna be mad at us.
No, they're gonna be. No, the problem is they want the items. So they're gonna be chasing you.
Exactly.
It's like Tom and Jerry. No,
Oh, I didn't consider that. This would be fun. By the way, I guess let me put it this way. When I take my 40 feet of movement, I want to be as spidery about it as possible, going into all the little spots where big things can't follow me.
Well, well, it's still gonna be able to follow you to an extent. It's just gonna be
Oh yeah,
slightly-
it's just gonna slam through the
yeah.
tables and chairs and pews and
It's
whatever
going
else.
to
is around.
manually override the
So are you
mosque.
going in behind Mando and Lurkin?
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, the horror. All right. So the guards are basically too paralyzed to really focus. So it's just you get. Well, it's currently the guards are fighting the cultists in the back because it's a group of cultists. So the hunting horror, which is the name of this monster, it sees Otto and wants to go after it. Like it's just mainly its master is urging it. So, anyways, we're going to go and all right. So this is how it's going to work. So mainly the sorcerer is going to go and he's going to cast a spell on Otto, Breath of the Desert. So Otto, you got to roll me a wisdom check to save.
Well, wouldn't the person
don't know if
casting the
he's-
spell have to make a dexterity check or something because he's such a tiny creature? Wouldn't he have disadvantage?
I rolled a nat 20, so it's okay.
All right, so yeah, you're fine. So, all
never
right,
mind.
so mainly then he
and I'm
pulls out his
proficient at
pistol. He's
wisdom
going to
check.
try to shoot Lurkin.
Oh no.
I'm
I'm going to use war. I'm going
crimes?
to use. Oh yeah, war crimes. No, not war crimes. I'm going to use. Come on, Bob. Just pull up your dang character sheet. Yep. But I'm going to do warding flare using my reaction to give him disadvantage on that roll.
Okay, so you fire off your warding flight, and he gets disadvantage. So I got to reroll again. Unfortunately, he got a 7, so he fails. So the shot misses. So you fire your warding flare, and he basically, the minute he pulls the trigger, and he misses. Unfortunately, now you got the hunting horror. The hunting horror does see Otto. Is going to make 2 attacks. One into Otto to try to get him, and then one into Mando. So, Chris, does a 16 hit?
I'm gonna bet that a 16 hits here. I'm looking at my spider again.
Are you sure? Because you're a tiny creature.
No, tiny. Well, yeah, with tiny would give you disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, I will re-roll that and stuff. So I'll re-roll for disadvantage.
So you have to hit a 12 though. It's not that hard.
Okay, I did get a 12. I got a 12 right on the nose, so it doesn't.
Oh.
Okay, then you guys roll for damage.
All right. Also, Mando, I got an unnatural 21 against you.
Ouch.
21. Damn it! Even with shield, that's gonna get me.
All right.
I'm still gonna cast shield anyway, but yeah, you hit.
So, anyways, so 7. All right. So Otto and Mando, you both take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the hunting horde just slams your way and stuff. And mainly you get hit, Otto. So you got to roll concentration for wild shape.
Oh no, I take because the spider only has like 1 hit point. The spider takes the 1 hit point, and then my normal form takes the rest of the other 11.
All right.
Immediately, Otto appears in a bookshelf or something.
You're wearing the girdle, honestly, which actually fits you in all the right places, surprisingly. So, anyways, so top of the turn order, Mando, the hunting horror is literally right next to you.
Well, I'm going to use the bonus action of the cannon because it's still there, and
Yeah,
I'm
still
going
there. I do
to
agree.
use it to hit the creature or try to hit the creature.
Ooh,
Let me see.
guiding bolt would give it advantage.
Yes, it does have advantage. Lurkin is right.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm going to.
But you won't have advantage, though, after the cannon goes, so it's just...
Yeah, I figure I'd give someone else it.
Oh yeah, that advantage helped out a lot because one was a 1 and the other was a 19. So
The 19 does hit.
Woo! All right, so that's gonna be damage is 2d8 plus 3. Okay, give me a second to find my d8 because apparently I forgot to take them out. Where'd my
Who
d8?
uses 8-siders?
You apparently. Where are my d8? Okay, there they are. 2d8. So that's 7 plus 3, 10. And
All
then
right. This is 10 force damage, right?
yes, 10 force damage, and he is moved 15 feet back.
All right. The hunting horror gets knocked back, and you're
Well,
going to have some distance between him and the horror.
And then I'm going to pull out my pistol and take a shot.
Roll
Not bad.
for
Or
it.
my
bonus
revolver,
action.
sorry. So that is
Pilgrimage of
a
Lead.
24.
That
to hit.
hits. Roll for damage.
That is 16 damage.
16 damage. All right, you do half against it, but you do damage against it.
Woo!
Ballistic.
All right.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, you fire that into the side and it hits it. The hunter is taking a decent amount of damage. All right, Lurkin, it's your turn.
So both the sorcerer and the hunting horror are within 30 feet of me.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out my holy symbol. I'm going to channel divinity, use Radiance of the Dawn. They need to make a con save at 16, and it's half damage for... Oh, no. There we are. For 2d10 plus...
All right, the sorcerer failed, and the hunting horror got a 13.
Oh, no. All right, well, that's really going to really matter, because it's 8 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
half on a save. So it's like...
Big eight.
Oh!
All right, well, actually, it does take... Actually, hunting horror is vulnerable to radiant, so he does take a double. So he does do 8 times 2, so yeah. Well, it takes double, so...
Not bad. And then
The sorcerer will take the 8, though.
And for a bonus action, I will I will drop a healing word on Otto, our little search,
The escapee.
our little escapee who's trying his best not to get squished. The healing word is banana. And
Okay, interesting choice.
And I feel the nutrition.
you
Yeah, you
feel
get the potassium infused into you.
the potassium.
Anyways,
that is 8 points of healing for you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm good.
all right, Otto, it's your turn.
Hold on 1 second. That put me at 55.
That's all of those.
So,
channels.
My last turn was spent running. I got hit. I lost my spider form in the middle of everybody wearing this thing, hoping nobody's noticing. Guess what I'm going to do first and foremost is going to cast just disguise self on myself. Just I want to look normal, just like I'm not wearing the girdle.
Oh, I mean, it's not going to work because mainly the girdle. All right, so you do that, but the problem is that the girdle has a magical signature. Because how I rule magic items is they give off magical auras like radar.
Oh, that's just, I understand that some of the people maybe will feel it, but it's just for anybody immediately looking at me is not going to look at me and go, oh, he's definitely wearing the girdle.
Well, I mean, the sorcerer can like direct the hunting horror to attack.
Oh yeah.
The sorcerer.
Oh
the
no, I
hunting horror
know,
can't
but I mean
see
the
it.
local guards. I don't want the local guards.
Yeah, they're gonna be distracted by the whole like hunting horror in the room, so they're not really that focused. Kill the bat eel thing first, and then worry about the thief later. So, anyways, anything else, or like that's it?
No, that just doing that will actually be my action.
Okay, so the sorcerer is gonna go next. And, sorcerer's gonna go next. I'm thinking about this.
And I'll use my 30 feet of movement to move further away.
All right, you got to say the disengage action. Oh, actually, already not back, so you're actually not going to get attacked, so you're good. Anyways, bad guy's turn. So sorcerer is going to cast Breath of the Desert on Athena. So Athena, make me a wisdom saving throw.
He's going to give the old sandy lungs.
Shit. 8.
All right, you fail. So Athena, you feel this burning pain in your stomach and lungs, and you fall on the ground. And you're like hacking and coughing up burning sand. It's like red hot, like Frank's red hot, like Tabasco sauce. It's like that hot. They're like constantly vomiting up sand. And you're basically now paralyzed. At the beginning of your turn, you have to repeat the wisdom saving throw. If you fail, you take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
So it's basically like stun locks you. So you can still use the Eldritch Cannon, but you can't attack yourself. So you still have control of that.
Right.
Hunting horror is next. It's going to make an attack. It's going to make one attack into Chris, and it can't really move up, but it's going to try to. Sure. It's going to try to do a tail slam and attack against Lurkin.
Oh no!
All right, it got a 17.
I'm going to give it disadvantage using the warding flare. That burns up my reaction.
Disadvantage. And okay, it got a 15.
Yeah, that's me.
That's
it happens.
All right, so you take 11 bludgeoning damage as you get hit by the tail, and you go flying through the room, and You do get, and you get knocked back. You slam into the wall, and you take an additional 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
15 total. All right. Oh no, I'm surely doing damage to all the archaeological stuff in this room as well.
Well, it's up to a brick wall, so you're perfectly fine. Now, granted, it hasn't really, because mainly the sorcerer wants to like stop you guys. So, anyways, top of the turn order. Athena, it's your turn, right?
Yep, I am gonna, of course, do the Eldritch Cannon. So that's gonna be where did it go? It's oh my gosh, now it's gone. Oh no, I clicked on the wrong thing. My apologies.
Can't take it anymore.
So that is a 16 to hit.
All right, you rolled a hit. That does hit the haunting horror. Roll for damage.
That is 10 damage, and the Eldritch Horror is pushed back 15 more feet.
All right, the Eldritch Horror is getting bloodied. So you are slowly winning this fight. Also, you got to repeat the Wisdom saving throw.
Huzzah!
Come on, you survived White Castle. Desert sand is nothing.
That's a 9.
You fail, so you take 2d8 fire damage. You take 9 fire damage. As you're and you're still paralyzed, so you're like stun locked. So
that's my turn.
Yeah, so Lurkin, it's your turn. You're feeling a little dazed after getting body slammed into the brick wall, but you're still fine.
All right, so this guy just got bounced back like 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So he's 30 feet away from anything. I'm gonna break out my little cross, point at him, and say, "Wait a minute! I actually wrote down Latin for this. Where's my Latin?
Indominus.
Oh, pretty much. Oh man, impetes purgato. I'm going to fireball him.
All right. Is there anyone? I don't think anyone's within the blast radius. How big is the blast radius?
20-foot radius. So that's him. That's Mr. Sorcerer and the Beast.
All right. So, wait, Chris. Hi, Chris. Is it Chris next to him, or you dashed away? Right.
Yeah, no. I deliberately waited for this thing to get bounced back like twice before I did it.
Okay, so Mando, I don't think Mando's in the radius, right?
He didn't ask how big the room was. He said he casted fireball.
I think Mando's in the radius, or no? So Mando, how much did you get pushed back by? You got pushed.
It was it got hit by the thing twice. So it got pushed back.
It moved up. It moved up though. That's the problem.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So I think Mando should be in the blast radius.
It's fine. I'll just make a save. It's fine.
Yeah.
Your parents. Your parents.
We're doing it the fun way.
All right. You could kill with the fireball if you roll high enough. It is within low enough health. But I gotta see if it succeeds the save.
All right. Yeah. It's reflex at 16.
Failed. It failed to save.
Okay, so that's a
for sorcerer. Sorcerer succeeds though.
Damn. That's not a bad. I need.
All right, man. You got to roll a dex save too.
16.
I think you have disadvantage.
What was the save or that I had to beat?
Dexterity or something.
Dex at 16.
That is. I got 16 on the thing.
Okay, so you are going to take half damage.
20. Okay. Now Lurkin's going to attempt math. 19.
Don't hurt yourself, okay?
I might have to.
Yes, arithmetics.
Oh no, this is okay. So it's 19 and 7 is 26. 26 and 9 is 35.
All right. So you do okay. So how do you kill the hunting horror?
Literally, as it just sits there and bellows at us, I pull out my crucifix and go, Ignis Purgato, and just lob a fireball right down its throat. At first, it's just kind of sit there indignant for a second, then kind of like contorts wildly as the entire room gets coated in a fresh coat of vile hunting horror.
All right, so basically the fireball, so mainly the the hunting horror swallows the fireball and explodes in a squall of gore, and black gore covers most of it. And Athena, Amanda, how much are you still up or no? Like, how much health do you have?
I'm still up. I'm not happy. I'm definitely bloody. But
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
alive.
the sorcerer is still alive, but he's like badly injured.
On my bonus action, I will use healing word on Athena. The
Okay,
healing
good.
word is collateral.
Hassenpfeffer.
That is only 6 points of healing, though.
Oh,
All right.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
all right.
That's
So,
another first level and another one of my third levels.
all right, Chris, it's your turn.
It's my turn. The sorcerer is still standing. So, in true fashion, I am going to cast out directly on top of the sorcerer and then keep running.
So, what you're gonna like keep running? What are you gonna do? What?
I'm just trying to get the hunting horror is gone. I'm just trying to get away from the eye to make sure they don't get it.
Okay.
So
Well, the
I'm just
hunting
going
horror
to
is
cast a
dead
fog
now.
cloud in the room. Oh, I know, but I'm going to
Okay.
cast a fog cloud in the room centered on the sorcerer, so he can't see anything, and I'm going to boogie.
Okay. Well, now Mando and Lurkin can't see him though.
Smoke bomb. Don't worry, we can handle this.
All right. So the cultist
Just here,
is-
ninja vanish.
So the cultist sorcerer is gonna make a dex check if he can get out of the fog cloud. He does get a 12, so he does succeed. So he is starting to run back through the hole in the wall he made. So he's running through into the sewer system.
Oh no.
And also the fog cloud's kind of obscuring it. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to pursue the cultist? I mean, or like get the hell out of here? There's your choice.
I'm still hacking up sand, so
No, actually, the cultist is deactivated. Yeah, so you're still hacking up sand, actually.
Can I hear, like, when you say he's entering the sewer, can I hear where it's at?
Yeah, you can kind of hear it. Roll me a perception check.
I have perception. I can percept for days. Oh, wow. Okay, that's an 18 on the dice.
All right, you do hear him, and so you do know where to go. All right, Mando, it's your turn. Reroll me the wisdom.
Oh, I was going to fireball him. I was going to use my second fireball just to be like, okay.
Okay,
So-
well, actually, it's Mando. Let's do Mando first and see what she does. So, Mando, the wisdom save.
very true.
5.
All right, you fail again. You take, ooh, yeah, I did not. Oh, you take 14 points of fire damage.
I'm still awake.
So basically, you're just vomiting up sand,
Oh,
and you're developing a strong hatred for sand, like Anakin in Star Wars.
oh.
It's like
Exactly.
you feel the sand is coarse and rough up your throat, in your stomach. It hurt. Your mouth is on fire. You're just not really doing.
Better
So
or
anyway-
worse than White Castles?
Yeah, first she goes to the bathroom of White Castles. Now she's vomiting up sand. Man,
She has been purged completely.
So Lurkin, it's your turn. You do have visual on the corpus because you succeeded your perception check. What do you do?
Fireball.
All right, I will roll the save. Okay, you did get a 17, so you will succeed this.
Okay, so he's only taken half of this. So that's a big old. Oh no, man! Those rolls aren't so bad. I mean, those rolls
There's
are.
a flashbang.
Oh no! All right, so that's 10, 20, 7, 10, 20, 27.
All right, the cultist sorcerer dies. How do you kill him?
Right as he's getting away, he kind of like sits there, stops at the entrance, and the explosion from the fireball catapults him across, just smashing him up against the brickwork of the sewer, and just like he just slowly just kind of slides down to the
Yeah, his very
ground.
corpse slides to the ground. Also, he's dead. So Athena, you're removed. The sand vomit is removed. So you're back to normal.
Healing wood, moist.
The sand so bad. His sand, my throat sounds so bad. It doesn't stand.
All right, so you see. All right, so mainly
Maybe
you
German.
see. So what do you guys do? You guys want to escape? Like, what are you guys going to do exactly? Because now the guards are slowly regaining their composure. So you guys got to make a break.
Get out.
I will gather up Athena and like, I think they went that way. Point towards the sewer.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna limp
sewer.
along with Lurkin.
I will give her another healing word. This word is this time the healing word is exit. Exit. Exante. Exit stage left. That's only 6 points. That's
Hey,
my last.
you know what? I'm limping a little better now.
I'm now only down. I've only got second level spells left.
All right, so you guys make it a beeline. So you guys you don't want to talk to the people at all in the mosque right now.
I think we've done. Literally, I think we've done enough damage.
All right, so you guys escape into the sewers, and you guys got to roll a survival check to get back to your headquarters.
I've got survival. I've got survival for days. I rolled a 7.
I got
no idea how to get
15.
there. What'd you guys get?
I got 15.
All right, 15. Otto, what'd you get?
Oh, I assumed I escaped to street level.
Oh, I thought you were taking the sewer.
No, because I was running away. I was.
Okay, so you're going through street level, so you know how to get there. So if
He
you're
just
able
Thomas
to,
crowned out the front, just like do. That was nuts.
Exactly.
Mando, you basically find a way to get there through the sewers, and you guys lurking because Lurkin's pretty clueless. Anyways, you guys get back to the headquarters. You're all like exhausted after that intense combat encounter, and yeah, Mando's not really like happy, and she really needs like she's like all that sand vomiting made her extraordinarily thirsty.
You guys walk in, and I'm just
currently
like, I could use a
have,
snack.
Right, I have 9 HP right now, so
You're mostly
Yeah.
reconstituted HP, so you're like that makes you 90% scar tissue.
Whoa.
It's fine.
So boys, it sounds. Oh, actually, I need to remember that I have a sore throat. Boys, it needs to go lay down.
Take a short rest and drink some water is probably a good call.
Yeah, that would probably be the best. Were you able to get your hands on the item of interest?
And the illusion shimmers away, and I'm still wearing it.
You ever considered not being a bookkeeper? I mean, there are other lines of work that, you might excel at. Not that I would encourage one to take such scurrilous methods of employment.
I look at you with a wild look in my eyes. I'm like, it was exhilarating. Is this why they do it, Vlad? Layla? Who?
Kind of, yeah. Don't worry. Just wait till you come down for it later. Let me just tell you this much. You're going to want to drink some water, and you're going to want to stretch out a little bit. Because once all that hype juice runs out of you, you're going to be sore.
Fair enough.
We should probably get some more water for our German friend here. She's had a slightly rough go of it.
Yeah, so Mando,
I'll go get it.
all right, so Mando, Lurkin gives you a glass of water, and you take a very big sip.
On the plus side, if anyone asks me, do you know how much sand fits in the human body? I can tell them yes.
How?
I know exactly how much sand. Well, the same quantity that came out of her that was also on fire.
Well, it was like burning sand. It wasn't like on fire sand.
Oh, it was smoldering sand. Spicy
It was
sand.
it was like 100-degree heat sand.
Why is the sand spicy?
Wonderful. Thank you so much. The water was wonderful.
Instead of desert
I
land, I
have-
pressed the bottom of a bag of Takis.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
So,
it's like
I don't know how long Layla and the Ukrainian and our vampirist friend are gonna be gone, but I want to get the hell out of this Egypt because the sand is horrendous, and I shall not go through that again if I can help.
God.
I
Like
never
everything.
want to see the sand again.
Well, if we're leaving, maybe we leave. This is exhilarating.
Oh, oh yeah, it is something to it. I'll definitely tell you, life will never taste the same way again. And I think the same applies to Athena, that life may literally never taste the same way for you ever again.
This is true. The inside of my own mouth does not taste the same as it did before. I think I have permanent damage from the sand's spell.
On the plus side, I think you're good on fiber forever.
And essential minerals.
This is true. This is true. I no longer require the iron, the zinc,
Multivitamins.
The multivitamins. This is correct. The multivitamin is no longer issues.
Well,
Healing word lozenge.
healing word lozenge. I would conjure up some more food and water, but unfortunately I seem to have been a little bit tapped out at the old divinity for the moment. Rest assured it shall return in time. On the plus side, perhaps we should find out what is so important about the fancy bell. How do I believe you would be best to do that?
Well,
And
I
can
try.
assist.
In the meantime, I'm just going to use mending to fix our clothes and equipment and stuff, so it doesn't look like we were in a fight with a fell beast from Lord of the Rings. Just getting
All
away
right,
with.
I will. Well, as a DM with the girdle off, I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
All right, so this is the girdle. Anyway, so the girdle is essentially it's an Egyptian girdle. It gives you advantage on persuasion checks. Also, you realize this is a fragment. There's a fragment of not only a fragment of a soul, but you realize that this artifact can be used to resurrect someone because it was attuned to someone. You hear you hear the whispers of Nadia, which is that woman that Dr. Ali Kafour told you about.
Okay, well, I relay this information to everyone.
So it's a talking belt.
Well,
it's not talking, but you just kind of assume that, really.
It's a whispering belt.
Should I do a history check on the belt or something, or a religion check on the belt? Or is that...
You can kind of do it. I'm not going to help you much.
Insight check the belt.
Hand wash only.
I'll do a history check. Why not? 15.
50% cotton blend.
15 history.
15 history. So you also understand. You understand that this was created during around 600 BC and you realize this was an item crafted for a noble woman, probably Nadia. You don't know exactly why she needed this, but you realize that Nadia had supposedly 3 items of great value: the necklace, the crown, and the girdle. You don't know why it was. So you don't know exactly why.
So these items were very precious to the lady.
Yes.
Well, this seems like trouble waiting to happen.
Yes. So you also
I imagine
the cult wants this because Nadia was a worshiper of the Black Pharaoh, as Kafort said. So
yes. I imagine that the cult is going to try and locate all 3 of the items of this woman.
It sounded like they may have already had the other 2 when I dropped in on that conversation.
Yes, you are correct, actually.
Oh.
So it's a good thing we picked this up when we did.
Yes, the cult is most is going to be what's the word? Most what's the English word?
Angry.
Angry, also very intent on getting this belt or this girdle, whatever it is you call it.
If they were able to find it once, they might be able to find it again.
So we need to place it in some sort of magical barrier, some sort of magical chest that prevents magic from prevents magical auras or whatever from seeping out.
Mhm.
Well, don't look at me. I'm just a bookkeeper and maybe an international jewel thief.
Oh no!
I'm
he
sure I
started
could
his
probably I'm
Return.
sure I could probably create some sort of container for said girdle. I don't know any spells or any item
Maybe
or
Layla's
anything to
contacts
make.
have a place to hide it.
Maybe this is
Well, the correct thing to do when this situation eventually resolves itself would be to return from whence we got it once this cultist issue is finally dealt with.
Oh yeah, that's how
you and I both know that Layla will not want to return this. She will want you to keep.
Gotta crane
And
over.
she's gonna have advantage on persuasion when she tells you she's keeping it.
Oh no!
I don't think it is wise for I don't think it is wise for us to continue to hold on to this item. The item could become very dangerous for us. So I suggest we once Layla is no longer in her stupor, we could see what her contacts will say. Or I could try and make some sort of container and then do some research to see if there are some anti-magical barriers that I could place upon the container.
Some sort of bizarre anti-dowsing magical mattress or something?
Something along that
dimension to
nature.
stick it in.
Do you have a bag of holding? Do
Phrasing.
either of you have a bag of holding that you have not told us about? The bag of holding would be wonderful.
Again, I'm just a simple bookkeeping international
So
jewel
why
thief.
did you
You're the
even
artificer
suggest something
here.
like that?
His villain
You're
arc
the
has already
artificer here. You
begun.
tell me.
Perhaps we could try and procure a bag of holding. That might be a good idea.
Could work. It could not. You don't know. So, anyways, what do you guys after your short rest, guys? Right? You want to take a short rest?
Oh yes.
That is correct.
What
Yeah.
is
Oh, hit
man.
die.
Short rest, the shortest of rests.
Definitely. You
Definitely.
can roll your hit die if you need them.
Oh yes, I believe we all are in great need of those good old valuable, tasty hit dice.
I was fine.
I'm so I know that Nadia's not here, but Magic Man, if Thena walked over to Nadia to Layla, was like, "Hey Layla, can we call one of your contacts?" Like I can try and talk to one of her contacts or something.
You could do that. I don't see why not.
I'm going to spend 3 hit die on the short rest just to
All right.
be certain. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So I'm going to walk over to Layla and be like, Layla, I know that you're in your happy place, but we could really use that contact that you like to reach out to periodically, and see if we can place this magical item in Zakia.
All right, what'd you guys get? What'd you get?
I got 8 points back. I'm sorry
No,
on the short rest.
I'm talking to Mando.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would I need to do a persuasion check?
Yes, because she's kind of too in time. Yeah, you gotta get a persuasion check because she's in a state.
What if? Wait a minute. Just wait. What if we were just to weekends at Bernie's or?
How?
I don't know.
That is a 16.
She's too much on her drug binge to really focus, so you're not getting a response.
You just
I'm
have.
afraid to actually try and dial the number myself because I'm afraid that Layla's spy friends would kill me the moment I call them.
What? You're just a German calling into some sort of shadowy British spy network. I'm sure you'll have tons to talk about.
I am not. Now that you mention that, I don't think a German should reach out to the British. I think that they still have grudges.
Yes, they do.
I am not I'm not going to be the one to call them. And also Layla is too intoxicated to make a decision. And I am not one to take advantage of someone who is intoxicated. Consent is important.
I just figured she'd be mad as hell.
This is true, and I'd rather not have a angry, shape-shifting woman who I have to sleep in the same room as, because that's how the women's room and the men's room. She could kill me in my sleep, and I would really not appreciate that.
I mean, you could try to talk to Layla in this state, but you're pushing your luck here. You don't know how she's gonna react.
This is true. Also, Valton, do you have any other suggestions? Because this is not going to work.
Yes, keeping this on us probably only attracts more trouble and probably threatens this fine establishment we've been able to set ourselves up in.
I could turn into a dog and bury it.
So, Magic Man, would I be able to create a chest / container / something to keep the girdle in?
Yes, you could. It depends on what you want to nullify its magical presence.
I would like to try, but if I am unable to, just a container that it is in, besides in our personal effects, would be great.
That would
what
be great.
rolls would I need?
What stops magic? Is it some sort of metal?
Amanda's got to roll the intelligence check to find out.
Okay. Intelligent, or would that be an Arcana check?
Perhaps you could use a little guidance with that check.
I cast guidance. Add a D4.
Nice. Go team.
Cheers.
That is that's an 18.
Nice.
On intelligence or Arcana, they're both the same. So
intelligence. So you realize that lead can do it, or magically enchanted metal that can nullify it.
Wonderful. So I am going to spend the time to make a container made out of lead.
All right,
because that makes sense. I already have a ton of lead to make ammunition and guns anyway.
All right.
It is what bullets are made of.
Well, I mean, a lead pipe, you could roll the girdle up and stuff it in there.
Sorry, what?
You do.
I apologize. I was talking over the DM.
Okay.
Go ahead, DM.
All right, roll me a crafting check.
This will protect it from the cult and Superman.
What I was going to say is, if it's easier, if you just have a lead pipe, which would exist, you can literally just roll the girdle up, stuff it inside the lead pipe, and cap the ends off.
I'm gonna make it fancier than that. I'm gonna make it at least a little fancier than that.
Needs to be more Germanic.
Exactly. That is that's an 18.
You successfully craft the magically enchanted box. It's pretty bulky and heavy, but it will be able to nullify the magical presence.
Nein, es ist efficient. Es ist stockenbrocken.
So you're able to craft it.
So now we are safe. I have created the magical nullifying container for the magical girdle. Let's just keep it in there, and then when Layla is no longer in her stupor, we can ask her what she thinks we should do with the item. Besides, keep it for herself, because that is not what we should do. So yes, my fine furry friends, what else should we do?
Well, I think our next port of call should be perhaps finding
lunch.
Well, I'm utterly derailed. No, that wasn't that funny. I refuse. Your laughter.
It really wasn't. I'm just glad it took you that far, of course.
Well, we can look for the enigmatic Mr. Bassart. We could also give that little expedition at the pyramid a little see what.
And the men. Also, you got the God Expedition and the Men Pyramid.
Yes.
I would like to, just for personal reasons, I would like to visit this pyramid because it is an historical site, and I do enjoy history from time to time. So that would be my my suggestion is to go to the excavation.
I just want to let you know, if we do this, I want you to prepare yourself. There's probably going to be sand.
Yes, I am aware. I am going to wear the burqa and also a face mask under the burqa to make sure that no sand enters my nostrils. I am fine because we are in the Egypt and we have to be here, but I would prefer to exit the Egypt as soon as possible.
Jawohl.
All right. That sounds like a good idea to me.
All right, where do you guys want to go?
To the excavation.
All right, so you're
To
going to
explicate.
All right, so you do get the camels. You have camels because Daphne got you the camels before she had to bug up. She had to go somewhere else.
Thank you, Daphne. You're wonderful.
Way to go, Death.
And that's like busy at the moment. So hang on, I gotta get to the page.
Could imagine she probably doesn't want to spend too much time out in the sun here. This place is nothing but sun. It's
That's-
great.
All right, so you guys ride your camels there. How do you guys ride your camels?
Leisurely.
Efficiently.
I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Otto if he can put in a good word for me.
That's a great question. Let me see what I can do here.
Also, please do not anger the beasts of burden. Leave them be. They need to take us from point A to point B, and since we don't need to anger them, I don't want a camel to spit in my face.
No. Animals. I mean, I shouldn't say they like me. That's probably not true, but they listen a little bit better. And I'll use my speech of beast and leaf to communicate with in a limited manner with beasts. They can understand the meaning of my words, though I have no special ability to understand them in return. And I have advantage on charisma checks to influence them. So I'd love to influence them to give us the fastest, safest journey possible.
The camel whisperer.
Just start making camel burps and spitting just to get their attention, and then I just ask the camels very nicely.
I wonder how much.
Alton, what in the world are you doing, Otto? Are you trying to mess with them? What is this noise?
You gotta speak their language. And I rolled a 17 for that, by the way.
All right, so the camel speaks to you. He's like, "All right, guy. All right, we'll go this way and then this way." He talks in a very gruff accent and stuff.
Alton,
What was that?
What are we really allowing this man to speak with the animals? Is that really what we're doing?
Oh yes, he seems to be doing a great job at it too. I mean, look at it. He's got them enraptured. Look at all the stomping, the spitting, the gargling.
I turned to one of the camels.
I even get involved in this.
I turned to one of the camels that seemed the most receptive. And I say again, using my ability, I was just like, just do me a favor, prove my point. Could you just spit at her feet?
He's like,
and
okay.
that's a net 20 to try and convince the camel to spit at her feet, not on her feet, at her feet.
All right, it's gonna roll to spit.
Roll to spit.
It got
so
an
it's in
18,
the
so it does
D&D
hit.
portal
This hit Athena's feet.
What is the animals? This animal's spitting on me.
No, look, we're not listening. I told them to do that. See, look, they're listening to me. You should try it sometime. Well, let's go.
Sounds good.
Listen to a man. The last time I listened to a man, the World War happens.
Well, she's got us there.
Fine. Let us get on the beasts of burden. I'm basically what Athena's gonna do is she's gonna just kind of like very warily like look at the camel, make sure that it doesn't look angry, and just like very gently pet the camel, like basically like please don't hurt me, and then climb on the camel's back.
So you climb. All right, roll me. All right, so roll me a camel. Roll me an animal handling check.
Oh no! Not one.
All right, so basically the camel just throws you off, really, and then stubbornly, because mainly the camel kind of got upset. It throws you off. You don't take any damage, but it mainly just kind of disrespects you. And also then it rolls to spit. You got a 15, so it does hit. So it does spit.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Rules lawyering. It's a ranged attack, and she's prone. It's a disadvantage.
For the camel?
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. So the camel spits, but it goes right next to you.
Double disrespect.
This creature? If it was a cow, I would make it into a bug. But
This esteemed member of our team, we just need to get along. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Mainly,
I'll
this
just- I'm
is Mando's session, really, to be honest.
oh my
All right.
god! I'm gonna
let's
try
check-
again.
Okay, roll another
on the
animal handling. Mando's like, stop giving me your toughest battles, man. Then it's like,
That was a 5.
you fail.
I give you
The camel
guidance?
Begrudgingly lets you on. It's not really happy, but it's just like, okay, I just want to deal with. I want to deal with everybody playing German. So like, Mando, stop giving me your toughest battles, Magic Man. It's just a camel, Mando.
she has survived White Castle, the Cinnamon Challenge, and camels.
Yeah. Yeah,
And just to let you
know.
know, Athena absolutely hates Egypt right now. She wants the entire country to burn down.
Hey, is that an Egyptian White Castle over there?
Oh no!
No. White Castle doesn't exist in Egypt yet. I'm sorry. It's only an American thing right now. It's still American. It's like it's 2024.
My
But anyways,
god.
there's probably like a hollow shop that she's gonna have something. But anyways, so you guys trek to the Clive expedition, and it takes you about like at least an hour to get there by camel. And you see it's really busy with excavation works everywhere. Like the place is full of tents and excavation workers because the Clive expedition's not the only place. Also, Otto, you remember that Agatha Broadmoor contact that Kafor talked about.
Oh yeah.
So you guys arrive at the expedition site, and what do you guys want to do? You want to go to the main tent?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we own the place.
All right. So you go to the main tent and you see a guard. He's like, excuse me, sir, are you part of the Clive expedition? Like, what do you have? Business do you have?
Excuse me, excuse you. Do you know who I am?
No, sir, I do not know who you are. Who are you, my big bird?
That's totally fair. No, we're just looking to speak with the heads here.
Why do you want to speak with the head? You schedule an appointment in advance?
How far out is the calendar?
You need to schedule at least like an hour ago or something, or at least this morning. Like is this important business? Like, what do you need to talk to Mr. Clive and stuff?
It sure is. Tell him it involves a potential null attack.
Null attack? I also really hear here. The guy's a little confused.
Hey, listen, it happens.
Roll me a
Sandy Knowles?
perception check.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
You can do it, Otto.
The opposite of Bob. The dice did not do the heavy lifting.
What'd you do?
That's gonna be a big 8.
All right, so you fail. The guard's like, sir, last time I checked, I did do the, sir, null attacks are pretty uncommon. You have to be like more in the boonies, really, or like at least more southern Egypt for that. So I don't really know why you're, sir, you're not like, you're going to be pulling my leg. Like, I'm going to have to ask you politely to leave.
Not so much Knowles as
My apologies, Mr. God, sir. My apologies for my friend. We are friends of what's our friend's name again?
Agatha
Jackson Elias.
It's a contact, really.
I'm just gonna say Jackson Elias. We are friends of Jackson Elias, and we know that he had some sort of working relationship with the head person here, and we recently Mr. Jackson, unfortunately, passed away, and we are going about seeing what sorts of what's it called?
Oh yeah, I heard about Elias. I think he didn't he die like a few weeks ago or something. Yeah, like if you
He did.
if you, it's like this is like around like if you about like I think I don't really like keeping track of time. It's like about like 7 weeks since this adventure started.
Yeah.
So
Loudly under my breath, you just
but yeah,
hear,
so
"I'm a
we are going around to several of his acquaintances and letting them know of his passing, but also there seems to be some sort of mysterious circumstances of his passing, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of all of that.
All right. So, anyways, roll a persuasion check at Mando.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Do it. Efficient German diplomacy.
German efficiency."
That's
Bismarck that.
the -1. That's a 15.
All right. It's like, all right, I'll get Mr. Clive. He's out digging, so just wait in the tents and stuff. Anyways, so you guys go into the tent. It's very fancy, and you see this elderly tiefling woman, and she's kind of relaxing. And you see two skeleton attendants. One's basically fanning her with a large fan, and the other one's mainly. And you see a skeleton dog with her, and she's like, hello, welcome. Well, what can I help you today? Would you like some tea and biscuits?
Walden just utterly just. If I can dig into my repertoire of old timey words, he is agog at this. He is just totally blue screened, locked up, just like
So he's freaked out by you undead, right?
Yeah. His whole kind of thing.
Magic for undead necromancy is somewhat common. I mean, I'm not saying like people are still freaked out about it, but so your reaction's like not wrong. I mean, magic. I mean, you did kill it. I mean, you killed a hunting horror with a fireball. Yet you freak out on undead.
Yeah. A skeleton is enough to make me go bah, bah.
I mean, the skeletons are not really interested, and the woman seems relatively nice. She doesn't seem like threatening at all, but you're still freaked out. So you see the guy's Lurkin's kind of a little is like freaking out a bit. He's a bit triggered.
So I lean over to Lurkin and I kind of like do the to his face, like just kind of smack him, like not hard, but just kind of like, look.
Oh yes,
Walton. Don't be rude to the people here. Like, don't be rude. Yeah,
Thank
you. Yes, Fraulein. I would love some tea and some biscuits. Did you say they were called?
Yes, biscuits. You never had biscuits before? Like
in England.
In German, we called them something else, but yeah, very much so. I would love some biscuits.
All right, so basically, Adam tells the second skeleton, Gerald, make sure to go get some tea and biscuits from the fridge. And Gerald, like, you see the skeleton nod, and he basically does it silently. And you see her petting her skeleton, like it looks like a skeleton corgi. You think it's like a skeleton dog, and the dog is like barking.
Scorgy.
When Athena realizes it's a skeleton corgi, she just kind of goes, "Oh my goodness, is that a corgi? May I pet him?" Yes. And I go to pet the corgi.
All right, so you just pet the corgi. It's just bone, really. It's not really.
I know, but like she loves dogs. That's her big thing. Is she loves little dogs.
Skeleton dogs, easy on the upkeep, hard on the petting.
Yes. Anyways, it's like, what brings you here?
We are. I'm sorry. I have a slight issue with things that happen to be deceased yet locomotory. It's
that's understandable. I do apologize. I understand some people are
bad habit I picked up in the little kerfuffle up in Europe.
Oh no, I totally understand. I mean, I can send Gerald out if you need to. I know.
No, by all means, he was here first.
Don't worry. I found him, and yeah, it's kind of. I found him in like a mass grave and stuff, and
he was for sure here first.
No, he was like my first. No, I brought him back because mainly, I found him in like his body in a mass grave, and I'm like, well, as the saying is, you Americans say, another man's trash is another man's treasure. I know.
Is that an American saying?
That is something we say. believe.
Americans are so weird.
Yes.
So, my name's Agatha Broadmoor. I'm a I am a spiritualist and medium. And what brings you all here?
Agatha Broadmoor. Tell me, have you ever made the acquaintance of one Jackson Elias?
No, I haven't heard of Elias at all. I mean, I know like Penny Foundation's been talking about Elias and stuff. Murmurings about him meeting Penny when Penny was around. I don't know. I know Penny wasn't a huge fan of him.
Well, we're attempting to finalize. He has unfortunately passed on. He was
that's sad.
untimely hurried into life by cultists of nefarious origin.
Oh, it's horrible and stuff.
Oh, yes, and we're just trying to close the ledgers, so to say, on the individuals who would do this. We believe that they are planning something nefarious, perhaps to this very dig site. It is difficult to say.
Oh. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. Everything seems to be going fine. I mean, the only thing I guess nothing really bad's happened. It's just a normal dig site for the most part. The Clyde Expedition hired me to make sure there's no spirits, because ever since the massive excavation, there's been an uptick in spirits and supernatural. Yes, mostly the undead. The ghosts do not like their places being defiled.
One
so
would
I'm
understand.
contacted to keep them calm, or at least banish them if I have to. Agatha says this in a nice voice, and she says this relatively nice for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I kind of enjoy it. I get good pay. I could stretch out my legs. I need the exercise. And I know tieflings I'm a little long in the tooth, as you can see.
Believe me, it's about it's not about the tires. It's about the mileage.
Oh yeah, another American saying. So yeah, like I would say.
So was these Americans saying? My goodness.
Anyways, so anyone have any questions for Agatha? Anything?
When she introduces herself as Agatha the Medium, I would like to introduce myself as Otto the Large.
Oh my god.
Accurate.
I was like, well,
I've been holding on
to
about this whole time.
Actually, so I can totally see the name.
Like, have you noticed by any chance, aside from the spirits you're, I guess, dealing with, any of maybe your lower level workers been acting a little strange, out of position? Talking to people they're not supposed to. What was that?
I don't know. I mean, roll me a persuasion check, actually.
Well,
perhaps you could use some guidance
10.
on that check.
Yes, you can use. Well, guidance is like your hands are glowing and stuff, so it's like.
Oh yeah, it's not just sitting there.
I mean, if you can find a way to hide your hand glows, like
jazz hands.
You can hear like the aura of magic emanating off it.
Yes, what
are you doing? Oh, sorry, this just happens sometimes.
Yeah, so look, if you can use guidance, you have to come up with a way to hide your hand glow and stuff. That's the problem.
I will go into my jacket to retrieve my flask as I'm doing this.
Okay, that does count. I will give you guidance on it, Chris. Okay.
All right. I will gladly take it. Let's turn this 10 into hopefully not an 11. Exactly an 11.
All right.
Predicted the future.
Well, no, we've had some, I guess, difficulties for the most part. We've had to beef up security around the find and stuff.
Oh, the find? What was found? I love
some sort of sarcophagus. We don't know. It's around the 1600s BC. We don't really know what's in it, but we had to beef up security after like some infiltration attempt. You know how greedy our other archaeologists are.
Oh yeah.
Of course. So do we have a what is it? What is the English word? Any predictions on which dynasties the sarcophagus?
I'm not sure. I think Clannery was saying something about Queen Nitocris or something. I don't really know, but it was just murmuring. I don't really know. He doesn't really tell me much. They only bring me out when the spirits are amok. So they're
of course, Starling.
But I think it might be Nitocris. I know Kaford was mentioning something about it, but I don't. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Kaford?
Mr. Kapoor, Mr.
Yeah, it's
Kapoor.
guy that we met last session in the Cairo Museum.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. We have made his acquaintance.
Oh yeah. Also, you guys should post your note. I mean, out of game, like you should post your notes in the Discord and stuff. I'm just saying. You know.
Oh, I am just operating on like a completely lowered level that
No,
I
it's
normally
fine.
am.
Honestly, I
It's
mean,
like-
no. I'm not trying to be rude here, but since I usually find that since it's a Call of Cthulhu campaign, D&D players are not quite used to the amount of investigation and note taking.
I like it. I like it. There's just like so many. It's like the problem is I'm like, oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I understand, Larkin. I'm happy to remind you of stuff. Also,
like
you can
the
always,
guy
also
from-
watch the previous episodes if you need a refresher. So there's also
Dude,
that.
I
sometimes
literally watch
I-
the previous episode before every session.
Good for you,
So
Chris.
do I, but I
smart
still
man.
forget things too.
I can't
I do it
watch
on
the
1.5.
episodes because of how bad my voice is. Like, I cannot stand my voice. When I
Oh,
do
no,
a
I'm
recorded
in the
voice. It's like
exact
it's so
same spot.
nasally. Like, by God, people are gonna think I'm like a really real nerd. But I realize I play D&D, so I am.
Play D&D on the
Anyways,
internet. That ship has sailed.
all right. So
Oh
anyways, so
my.
you guys are talking. So Agatha says that they had to beef up security. The discovery of supposedly Nitocris' sarcophagus. So she says that, and you do see this guy come in. He looks like a British man in around like mid-30s. He's like, Agatha, what are you doing with these people and stuff? And he points to you guys.
Oh,
This
how are
is
you
this-
doing?
I'm doing well. Why are you here exactly? My guard said you had a business with me.
Ah, yes, you must be the man of the hour. Apologies for a lack of introductions. My name is Valton. This is Athena. And the large gentleman over there is Otto the Large.
Nailed it.
Yeah, my name's Dr. Henry Clive. I'm from the Penny Foundation. I'm in charge of this archaeological expedition. How can I be of your service?
No way. We're from the Penhue Foundation.
Really? I didn't.
What?
Why are you guys? How are you guys on the expedition? You weren't on the expedition roster list.
Oh no, not in quite the same way.
Okay.
We're just associates.
How? How come I wasn't informed of this?
We're moving kind of in a parallel manner. We have no interest on your find or anything like. We have no interest in any of that. We are just looking for the same people who might be looking for your find. As you can understand, lately there's been a slight uptick in activity of nefarious cults. Kind of like sit there, like, yeah.
What she's referring to is our mutual friend Jackson Elias was recently
Unalived.
his life unalived. Yes, that's the great word. Due to
Prematurely.
possible cultists who we have tracked down to Egypt to this find.
We believe that they are planning to stage some sort of, kind of like sit there, kind of like throw my hands up the air, like I think it's up at Chewie, some sort of resurrection of a dark such and such. Our interest is to stop this from happening, and we believe that your site may be targeted.
Sir, I think I should be fine. I don't really see why not. This sounds a bit preposterous.
Well, tell me, have you heard of the Ibn Ulin Mosque in town?
Oh, yes.
Wonderful place, rotating guard, humanitarian outreach. The other day was attacked for want of one of Nitocris's panoply, supposedly in service of some evil scheme by cultists. They thought themselves as well very protected. Let's just say it was only because of the actions of a few undisclosed people that they were unsuccessful.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Check the newspapers. It should be in there in the next day or two. Listen, I'm not here. I understand that you're very well invested in yourself and your dig. You're on the verge of making an incredible discovery. we are here to make sure that that discovery happens. We are also here to make sure that a bunch of black cloaked ninny mumblers don't run in, stage some sort of kind of like, again, waving my hands in the air, murder, suicide, death circle to call up the spirit monkey Shimihu from whatever land he may currently, from whatever dimension he may currently inhabit. That is
Sir,
our
you sound like
concern.
a crazy madman.
Kind of like sit there, like meet his eyes for a second. Exactly. Because if I were used the proper words and the proper nouns, it wouldn't do any of us good to be familiar with them.
Sir, I must assure you the site is perfectly secure. I have beefed up security and the money, and I have contacts with the Egyptian authorities. It should be fine.
Oh, if there is, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. I just thought you might want to know that. And, tomorrow if you'd happen to pick up the paper and notice something happening, you'll know that perhaps my words were not just the ramblings of a sun-stroked madman. Kind of like mop my brow a little bit. It is awfully hot out here.
Well, we are in Egypt. It's very hot.
So tell me, this find you have, I would guess it is from sometime after the Third Kingdom, sometime prior to the Fourth?
Yeah, around 1600s BC.
Interesting. Have you been finding anything that would indicate that, what's that gentleman's name? Kind of snap my fingers looking towards Otto. The one who came in, wrecked house around the Third Kingdom.
I think it's supposedly Nephrim Khan.
Nephrim Khan is one of his aliases. You wouldn't happen to found any of indication of his followers, his panoply, his...
No, I haven't found it. I mean, supposedly, as the stories go, the Ben Pyramid has a secret compartment, and no one's been able to find it where his body went.
Rumor has that someone might be onto it.
Okay, who would that be exactly?
Again, we don't know. Because believe me, if we had, I would be standing with you right now with those directions in my hands and a proposal partnership.
Also, sir, I'm not going to chase something without lack of information. I do view Nephrim Khan as a bit more mythical. I do question it. I know Mr. Penny was really obsessed, but personally, I'm more skeptical of such claims.
Well, of course, one must stay grounded.
I know. He did research. He found some finds in the Ben Pyramid, but he never told me exactly what. But I just want to make sure that my work is secured if I'm going to do it. My superiors wanted me to do this.
Of course.
And also, yeah. So I want to make sure that's, I want to make sure the sarcophagus is placed. So I don't really know if I can help you gentlemen in any way or form,
A practical solution and a pragmatic man. I like this.
All right. So is that all, guys? Any questions? Anything?
Oh, wow.
I personally don't have anything. Anybody else?
Nope. I suggest us. Thank you for your time. We should return to our friends and get out of your hair, as they say in America.
Thank you.
Maybe just boost up your guard a little bit.
All right.
And if something, what do we have any way of this wonderful gentleman contacting us if something were to happen?
Yes, you can contact my Cairo office and stuff. I have an office place where we're doing this ship.
I meant like for him to contact us.
Yes, I got contact and stuff.
Okay, so we give him contact information and we make our way. Make my way downtown. Anyway, we. Sorry.
And we're Nyarlathotep bound.
Yep.
Arlo
Dun, 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 dun. All right. Anyways, so you guys, what do you guys do next? So you don't really get much out of Clive, honestly. He seems relatively nice. You know, you're not sure.
I have a good idea. I think we should take this moment, really kind of group up our thoughts, and maybe get back to this next session because I think we're there, guys.
Yes, I think this is a good end point, actually.
Woohoo! We did it.
My word.
We survived my shenaniganery. Congratulations, everybody.
That was some good shenaniganing.
Speaking of thank you, let me start with an easy, quick thank you to all those out there watching right now. Thank you so much for joining us with your time. Before we take off for the day, why don't we have everybody go ahead and with our smaller than usual crew here, see ourselves off. Miss Athena Storm, Untamed Mando, why don't you tell us where we can find you, what you got going on?
So I am Untamed Mando. I do streaming all over the place. I have a YouTube channel, Twitch, Kick, Twitter, or X. That's where you can find me. My schedule for the next few weeks is going to be a little bit up in the air, but I should be on my friend Jacob Ironside's channel Tuesday and 4th of July. So it'll just be Jacob Ironside, and possibly I'll be doing some other streaming here and there on Twitch and Kick. Because Thursday I normally am on Roman of the Empire's channel, but that's 4th of July, and I'm going to be hanging out with some friends and family. So yeah.
Then can we get a Magic Man?
All right, you guys can. I'm Magic Man on Twitter. I go by EgyptEmac3 on Twitter. Discord's Magic Man, and you can find me there. You know. Also, you can also find me. I'm on. I've started the 1001 Mask fan server, so fans can interact with the cast.
Yeah, we'll make sure we have a link for that here next time. Lurkin' Bob, what you got going on?
I am currently, you cannot find me, so please do not look. I'm going to have to remind people again, 4th of July is coming up. So I'm going to tell you once, if you have a chupacabra, make sure it is in a secure location. The fireworks will spook it out, and it'll run right out into the highway, and it is nothing but trouble. Let me tell you.
And I have already promised Bob that I will hold the net.
Thanks, man.
Well, I think that's what we got for the show here today. We're not going to be back on the 6th. We'll be back with our next lovely episode on the 20th of July. We look forward to everybody joining us. And in the meantime, thanks for rolling with us. Have a great evening, everybody.
Hello.